Alright, as you can see, I'm at my washing machine. I have a Patrick here. Here's what I use to clean the toys. This is all stain lifter. I use the ones without any smell or scent. I don't want to use anything. Kids can be allergic, so you'll never know when you send something to somebody that has asthma. I mean, if it's a Scentsy where it has scent, it doesn't matter. But for the toys, I use stain lifter, and I use Shout, Triple Action, Shout, or there's another one. I just put them in the bottle. This works too. It's a laundry pre-wash stain remover. This is only $1 at the Dollar Tree, but I have basically a whole box. You can see. Alright, let me show you how I prep them. See if I can do this one-handed. But yeah, I just spray them down. The pre-soap. You see his pants are all filthy. And I bought this Maytag washer. It has a huge capacity. Let me get these guys in here. Here's an Olaf ball. You can almost guarantee every Olaf has to be washed. It's just Olaf. Here's a Kohl's Care elephant. I just spray them all the way down. I usually try to find the stains, but doing this one-handed, it's kind of hard to search them out. So I'm sure oh, there it is. It's right there. You can see it's on his butt sturdy. Yeah, let me get some more of these guys in here. Here's an officially licensed one. Ah, you fell in there. Get back out, Olaf. And see, I'm trying to make a video. Alright, there we go. Let's get his butt. Now you can fall in there. Get in there. Alright, get in there. There we go. Now you can spray them from here. And if they're really, really filthy, I'll let them sit for a good few hours. Here's My Little Pony. As you can see, I can put a ton of stuff in this washing machine. Let me get these guys all sprayed up real fast. Alright, that should be enough. Let me show you what I do for the detergent. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. There we go. That's enough of that. And let me show you my settings on the washing machine. I know all washing machines are different, but I can only show you what I have. Normal. Temperature, hot's fine. Soil level, leave it on extra heavy. Probably put it 1 down from the hot. Spin speed, I don't want it on max, but I don't want it too slow. Deep fill, you always want to fill it, and I always do an extra rinse. Because of the toys, you have to get out all the dirt, the grime, and you don't want any soap left in them. And that's it. We just start it up. That's all I do for cleaning. Alright. Alright, now that they're all washed, this is a different load, by the way. This is the load I finished right before I started the video. Anyways, now that they're washed, you can see they're all nice and clean. And that stuff works. This guy was pretty nasty. He had a nice brown spot on his neck, and it's all gone. So yeah. Once you're done with the wash machine, just put them to dry out. Do not put them in the dryer. Never put the toys in the dryer. They always mess up the fur. It's always disgusting. But as you can see, these guys were filthy, and they are nice and clean. So yeah, let me go on and show you how I spot clean some of them, the ones I don't want to be in the wash machine. This guy needs a repair. But yeah, you can see they are clean. A little bit of fuzz there, but no dirt at all. Let me go spot clean something for you. Alright, for spot cleaning, this is what I use. I either use Awesome, that's also from the Dollar Tree, $1 a bottle, or I just use basic dish soap. Well, it says dish soap. I believe this is Palmolive. I just fill it up because I like this little trigger right here. I also put in this handy, the soft soap's already gone, but I like this fuzz. Watch. The foam. The foam really gets the toys nice and clean, so I like the foam. And if it's really bad, I got a sample of this, and this really works well. I got this from, I believe it was a Amazon sample pack. It's called Planet All-Purpose Spray Cleaner, free and clear. I have 2 bottles of this. I had to figure out where I got this from. Like I said, I believe it was Amazon. But anyways, he has a little spot somewhere. Let's see. I'll show it to you. Yeah, you can see how he's like spotted right there. Let me see if I can get it so I can show you. What I do is I just get my trusty dusty scrubber, get some of this foam. If it was real bad, I'd spray it with Awesome, but it's not, so try not to wet him thoroughly. And then we just scrub. You can see it's already coming off. Get him real. It's hard to do this with one hand, but and there we go. He's pretty much clean. There's a little spot right here still. Let's see if I can get it. Come on. Ah, there it goes. See it disappear. And I have another one that... This one makes noise. And you can see she is really filthy. Don't be afraid to get these guys wet. I mean, make sure you dry them, but don't be afraid to get them wet. They're not going to die on you. Well, 99% of the time they're not going to die on you. I try to stay away from the talking parts, but I mean, sometimes it's just there's no way to stay away from it. Yeah, you just scrub the snot out of these guys. Just get in there. Just torture him. He's a toy. He's not going to break on you. They're made for children to play with. You just really get in there. Spray him. Make him kiss you. Then we get some more soap. Get this one out. Yeah, most stains I've found that they will come out. And if this doesn't work, I will spray it with Awesome, leave it overnight. But most of the time it will work. Just see how he is. There's a little bit on his back. But yeah, you'll catch me doing this. Every time I get a load, I have to clean a whole bunch of these guys. Or if I miss it and I am pulling orders, I'm like, oh no, there's a spot there. Crap. So I just do this. That's why I have 2-day handling. So in case I miss a spot, I can do this the first day and mail them off this the next day. But yeah, now he's nice and sparkly. Rinse them off. Squeeze him out. Try to stay away from the talking parts, which is in his chest. But don't be afraid to get him, though. Make these guys nice and clean. Now, if he were to stink, like if I found some with, I don't know if you can hear me with water running, but if they were to stink, if they have like cigarette smoke or something like this. I have this over here. This is just regular old baking powder. Just while you're rinsing them out, dust them with baking powder. You might have to do it like 3-4 times, but it'll get the smell out, and the toy will be good as new. I mean, I've had one that's been in the smoking house for a long time, and I did it like 5 times, but finally he came out clean and he smells great. But anyways, that's how I wash my toys. Let me get back to my computer. Oh, before I go back, here they are all nice and washed. I just put them in the dish strainer, and yeah, they're soggy. And this might not work for a little while, but when it dries out, it'll start working again. It might die for a little while, but don't panic. And yeah, they're nice and ready to go. A couple more tips before I end this video. Sometimes their hair gets like smashed from washing it. You can see how the tail. Just jiggle the snot out of it. Watch. You'll see how nice it looks. There you go. Just jiggle the snot out of it. I wouldn't use a hairdryer unless you use, just put it on very, very, very low heat, because the fibers tend to break, and sometimes they'll actually burn. Also, I have one here that I washed. Let me show you this one. It's a little Sprite from Rainbow Bright. I forget its name. Anyways, you can see its nose. I have 2 different colors of red. You gotta learn how to color when you have Plush. You see how bad it looks right now? Let me color it and I'll show you the results. Alright, I did a little bit of it, but I want to show you what I'm actually doing. See if I can get my hand to a little bit of ink right there on the nose, and I wipe it off. Do it again. Wipe it off. You just want to get some color on them. And a little bit of hard rubbing, and there you go. It's not perfect. Let me get the side a little more. But you still have to disclose that it has scratches. I'm trying to show you and do it at the same time with one hand. But yeah, make sure you wipe it off or it'll be very, very dark. And you want to be as natural as possible, but yet you're going to have to disclose it. Let's show you the finished result. And there you go. You can see how it still has little dimples. Well, I still have to do up there, but you get the idea. Look at the big difference from before and after. And you'll make a few extra dollars if you do this. At least in my opinion. I think it's way better to show something that looks really, really nice than have little holes in it. Okay, I'm gonna finish this guy up. There we go, and there's the finished result. You can see all around his nose. Nice. I mean, it still has a little bit of indents where it was scratched off, but to me, I feel that's way, way better than it was before. There you go. Learn how to color. One more thing before I take you back to my computer. Sometimes they have, Plush have these little cardboards in their feet. You can see it's hard right here. If you wash them in the wash machine, do not touch these. Even if they move, don't touch them until they're completely dry. This one is completely dry, so now I can actually move it. See how these guys are nice and hard on the bottom? You have to put these back where they were. Just move the stuffing around. There we go. put them back where they belong, but don't move them while they're wet, because they will either they'll break in half, they'll crumble, they'll bend. But yeah, if you see it, once they're dry, you can do whatever you want with them. Just move them around. Sorry about the shadows. I was on my computer and I saw this guy laying here. I'm like, oh, why not show you guys how I deal with the cardboard? But yeah, you get the animals with the cardboard, wait till they completely dry. Alright. Alright, let me do one more coloring. You know the Peeps Bunny always have these plastic tags. Let me scratch it some. I know it's blasphemy. It's bad. I don't know what to call it, but whatever. Here. That's enough scratching. I don't want to make it that bad. I have 4 different blue colored markers. And here's the before. Show you, get close up. There we go. I don't know if I can do this and hold the camera at the same time, because you have to have a pretty steady hand. Let's see. Let's just fill it in. And here we go. I ruined a perfectly good peep for you. Alright, fill it in. You can hear my mom's cats making a bunch of noise. Alright, hopefully you can see it, because I can't watch the camera and do this at the same time because I can't move my hand. Okay, you can see there's the blue part's done. Now, okay, I let it dry some. Yeah, what I do is, you can see there's a little, I went overboard on the E right here. So I just take the little scissors, scratch out that little part that's a little bit over. That's not too bad. Now, been drying probably I don't know, a minute. Now I just get yellow, because it's always filled with yellow, and you dab it. Don't smear it. You don't want it to turn green. I got a piece of green on it. As soon as I said that. Yeah, just dab. Dab it, because you don't want the blue and the green to mix, and then you got a green peep. If you get too much yellow, just wipe it off. There you go. You can always just keep doing it over and over again. Blow on it. It's easier with 2 hands. You can see it's looking better. I took a little bit too much off the blue here. A little, oops. Trying to get the camera and see at the same time is pain in the bungholio, as they say. Alright, that's about what I'm going to get. Let's fix the letters that I scratched. Fix that. And I'll fill in a little bit yellow in the E right there. You can see the E's a little bit out. And that's almost the best I can do. There we go. I had to put my hand in a different angle. So I'm usually very good at this, but holding a camera and trying to show you is not the easiest way to do this. Alright, I'll probably just clean up some of the yellow. I'll show you when it's done. Alright, there's the finished result. It's not perfect, but it looks way better than that scratched up mess that I started with. And I learned one thing: I can't hold the camera and freaking color at the same time. I'm not that good, but there we go. Usually it comes out a little bit better, but holding the camera and doing it was not very easy to keep a steady hand. But there you go. Learn how to color. Alright, bye.